What should we do today? I know. The Kipping toes bar.
And now we are tied again with 20 seconds to go.
Now 2 wants it.
Froning with a 2-rep lead. Fraser's got to make up some ground.
We have 2 styles of toes to bar. We have the strict and the kipping. The strict toes to bar is for strength and the kipping is for efficiency.
A little advice before we get down to business could be to get a pair of gymnastic grips. It's not a requirement, but it could help you avoid ripping your hands, which is something that we see very often in the beginning. So before we actually start getting our feet up to the bar, we're gonna take it right back to the basics. We're gonna cover the basic swing, basically the same step that we take when we're gonna learn how to do a kipping pull-up or a bar muscle up or anything where we use a kip. This is all about patience, so take your time, get really efficient and comfortable with this movement. If you guys enjoy what we're doing, please press that red little button down there called subscribe. We have like a house party every time we get 1 subscriber. It's like the best thing in the world. So please do that favor, support us, and we'll do what we can to help you guys. Step number 1, it's gonna be a hollow position, basically a lat pull down hold in the pull-up bar. It's gonna look like this. So Dora jumps up, she's gonna push down with her arms, trying to hold the hollow position for 2 seconds, come back down, do it one more time. There you go. Give me one more. Up and down, nice. Remember to keep your midline engaged while going through this movement. Step number 2 will be the same thing, but we're gonna allow our body to go from a hollow position into an arch and right back into the hollow position with this is the first time you actually see a little bit of a swing happening. It's gonna look like this. Starting in the hollow position, the lat pull down, swing through and back, and back. Notice how straight Dora's midline is, glutes and midline engaged. Very nice. So after pulling down, she's basically just using gravity, coming through her arms with her head, and straight into that first position again. Step number 3. We're gonna take this position that we went through now, we're gonna try to give it a little bit more of a flow using gravity and a more aggressive pull down to increase the range of motion in that swing, in that movement. Let's see it. So same thing, just a little bit more aggressive. It's time for step number 4. We're gonna do the same as we just did, but we're gonna add a knee raise to the movement. Let's do it. Core engaged and slowly start bending your knees. The important thing here is to not lose the swing. We see a lot of beginners doing this and they get too eager to get the knees as high as possible, and what happens then is that you lose the swing and you're gonna start swinging uncontrolled back and forth. So the way to progress with this step is to add the knee gradually with a small little knee bend and then increase it as you go through your reps and you maintain the kip and the swing. Timing is everything right here. So back into the swing first, make sure that we got that under control. Slowly bend your knees at top, just start nice and easy, and when you feel confident and the timing is good, then we bring the knees higher and higher. There we go, very nice, very nice. Now this step can take a lot of practice. Like I said before, everything is timing. You can easily ruin everything if you jump straight into bringing your knees too high. So take your time and work this step, preferably 4 to 5 sets until you feel that it's completely under control. Step number 5 will be kipping knee to armpit. So we're basically going to bring the knees up into the height of our armpits. Don't get confused by kipping knees to elbow, it's 2 different things. Let's go. Again, key here is to start out slowly, build into the swing. You feel good, you feel comfortable, you start raising the knee until you get it up into the height of your armpits, just like this. It's time for step number 6. We're gonna do the same thing as we just did now, But when you reach the top of that knee, arm to when you reach the top of that arm to that's it. When you reach the top of the knee to armpit movement, you're gonna add a little flick with your legs. Don't start thinking you have to touch the pull-up bar yet, because that's where people fail. We're just gonna do a little leg extension, straight back into the swing. Patience and rhythm is key. Start with a controlled swing, core engage, slowly adding your knees, and when they're in the height of your elbows or your armpits, you give a little knee flick, extension of your legs. Keeping the rhythm is the hard part here, but it is key that you focus on keeping your swing. Now for the last step, step 7, is exactly like we just did, but you're gonna slowly try gradually getting higher and higher with your toes. Now it's very normal that we see people, they rush this, and what happens when you rush it, you lose your swing. This is what determines if you're gonna get this or not. You have to have patience with this. It's a mix of power in the swing, body awareness, and coordination to get your feet as high as you can, but at the same time set yourself up for the next swing. If you're too slow, you will lose the swing and you'll go into that uncontrolled swing that we showed before, and then you better just jump down and reset. Dora's gonna show it now, and let's say in the end she'll do a couple of toes to bars, but she will start where we left off before and then slowly build the height up until she's touching the pull-up bar. There you have it. It is super simple, but patience is key, and that's where most people go wrong. But we should probably say there's 2 things that goes wrong. One is patience, and the other thing is people's hands. Once you rip your hands, you're out for a week or 2. So make sure that you jump down before you feel you're ripping. You can feel it. You can feel when it's about to happen. So whenever that happens, self-discipline, jump down, reschedule your training to another day, and then get right back to it. Step number 8 is just me and Dora wishing you guys
Good luck.
with your toes to bar.